Happy Wednesday. As per usual, this is one of our wonderful Facebook Lives. We're so happy to welcome everybody. And we have a really, really great show tonight. You can see some people in the screens there. We're going to introduce them in just a minute. But I want to tell you today, we're going to be talking about our June releases. And we have a great lineup of things from you for the Raquel Welch collection. And not only that, but we have a very special giveaway today. And that is going to be one of the wigs which we're showing today and we're featuring called Current Events. So I hope you all stay tuned and I hope you all join in with the conversation, because just by speaking and just by asking questions, you will be entered to win that wonderful gift at the end. So without further ado, let me just say hello, hello, hello. We have a lot of friends joining us today, and I have my trusty little phone here as per usual, so that I can see who is actually writing in today. So I'm really excited to have you guys. There's going to be a lot of people watching, and so I'll try to get to everybody. So really quick, let me say a quick hello to Carmen. Hello, Carmen. Leanne Gage, Kim Stam, Julie Bird, Susan Mills Weaver, Jackie Ireland, Monica, Sissy Williams. Hi, Sissy. Always good to see you. Just so many people. So without further ado, I am also going to start mixing my cocktail, because you know this is our happy hour show, and it's time to have a cocktail, right? It's 5 o'clock somewhere. I don't know where everyone's at, but it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Absolutely. So, cheers, everybody. It is so great. I've been looking forward to this. Really excited about these new styles. Hi, girls. How are you doing? Cheers, everybody watching.
Hello, hello. Cheers, everyone out there watching, and to all of you joining us, and for our wonderful guests today. So, salud.
Cheers. Salud.
All right, so people, we got a lot to do today. So first, let me introduce that guy you see there, the blonde guy in one of your corners, Mr. Kyle Neath, who is my designer partner in crime, my dear friend, and I'm so glad to have him all the way from London tonight. Hello, Kyle.
Hello there, Frank. How are you doing, my friend? You look absolutely glamorous and gorgeous as ever. How are things there in America? I miss you all.
Everything's going good. We're waiting for you to, be able to get on a plane and come visit soon. So hopefully it won't be too much longer.
Soon, I think. We're getting there soon. London's coming back, or the UK is slowly getting back to normal. The bars are opening and the shops, so it looks like we'll be okay.
Yeah, I think so. They're good. I'm looking forward to that. It can't come soon enough. So anyway, Kyle, we have some great guests today, don't we?
Oh, we do. I'm so excited. You know what? These two girls are absolutely amazing. They have an amazing following on social media. I have followed them for a long time. And I'm just so thrilled that they've agreed to do this show with us. I'm so excited to have them.
So some of you guys watching may know those lovely ladies. You may not. Let me give you a little introduction. The first lovely lady, our long-haired blonde, is Miss Missy. And she is from Wigs Today, Denver. And she's coming all the way from Denver. Hello, Missy.
Hello there.
It's good to have you, dear.
Yes, thank you.
How are you doing, Missy? I got to say, you're looking wonderful.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Indeed, indeed. And you guys can find Missy on Instagram, which is Wigs Today Denver, or she also has a Facebook page, which is Wigs Today Inc. So if you're looking to get some information and learn a little bit more about Missy and what she does, absolutely go sign on those different websites and Instagram and find out. Of course, next to Missy, also from Denver, is our lovely Supriya, who is also known as Miss Baldy Boo. That is BALDIEBOO. And you can find Supriya and her amazing Instagram on Baldy Boo. And she's also, let's see, you're also, where else are you? You're also another, you're on Instagram, you're on Facebook, you're on TikTok. Anything I missed?
Those are the big three. That's where you can find me.
All right, cool. So you guys, let's talk a little bit about Missy. As I said, Missy is from Wigs Today in Denver. And Missy, can you give us a little bit of background? I know you are the manager of the store there and you've been there for quite some time. Give us a little bit of your history and tell us a little bit about Wigs Today and what you guys all do.
Yeah, of course. So I have worked here since 2012, so almost a decade. And I started here, I've worn hair for much longer than that. Started wearing hair because I wrecked my own with a lot of things, bleach, bonding, you name it. And then I met my husband and then met his mother, and she is actually the wonderful owner of Wigs Today. She's had it for about 35 years.
Okay. So kind of a family business then, I would say, yeah?
Yeah, you know, and then we do have people that are not. You definitely don't have to be a family member to work here. That's not a requirement. But yes, very small. There's only one of us, and so we're just very small. And even though we're not all related by blood, we act like it. So
Yeah, it's a family. Like it's like a hair salon, a wig shop. Everybody kind of comes together. That's one of the things I love about what we do as an industry is you really get to know each other and you grow together, you know? So I believe now, if I'm not mistaken, Supriya, you met Missy because of your own experience, your own journey with hair loss. It's something I think, as we had talked about, you had said started about 6 years ago. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. I met Missy here at the salon. Actually, one of my friends on Instagram, she wanted to go here. So we came here together and we were trying on hair and having fun. And that's when Missy and I connected. And this salon is like this little safe haven for women that need to wear hair. And, you know, as someone going through hair loss, sometimes it can be intimidating to go into a salon and try on hair, especially if everything's out in the public. And here you can see in this little room, this is where we would go to try on hair, and we have our privacy and our good lighting. So it's just been a great ambiance here.
That's awesome. I think that is really important. And for anyone who's watching today, you know, finding that connection when you're going through something as personal as this and finding a place where you feel safe and you feel comfortable is like of utmost importance. And I think that's so great. Anytime I hear that people find someone like a wig shop or a person that they can work with that really helps bring them back, I think that is so great. So Missy, congratulations on creating that kind of atmosphere, because I know that doesn't come easy. That takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of effort. So
yeah,
congrats
it's fantastic.
on that.
yes, thank you. That's our only goal is, you know, make people feel comfortable and at home and, you know, enjoy coming here.
Right.
Yeah, I gotta say, your store is amazing. I've seen it online. It's beautiful. And
Thank you.
yeah, I think it's one of the most beautifulest wig salons I've seen. It's really gorgeous, and I know people love what you do there. So yeah, great job, girls.
I know.
Thank
That's
you.
what it's all about. It's what it's all about, because as anyone knows, if you're losing your hair, if you're going through treatments of any kind, it's like it can be so devastating because you never really prepare for that. And so Supriya, would you tell me a little bit, and tell everyone who's watching today, how it happened for you, how you got from the place where you realized you were going to be losing your hair, and then what that whole experience kind of was like for you?
Sure. So I have a condition called alopecia areata, which just means I have a very rude immune system, and it's decided to start attacking my hair follicles. And this happened 6 years ago. So I was in my early 30s and I was getting ready for work one day. And like this hair that Missy has, that was my dream hair. So I used to tease my hair. I know that was not very in style, but I did it. And I was just teasing my hair away one morning, and I noticed this pile of hair in my hands. And I thought, I used to shed a lot. So I was kind of like, okay, that's a lot, but whatever. And then it didn't stop. So my hair just started to fall out by the handful. And in a matter of about 3 months, I had lost all the hair on my head. And the following year, I lost my eyebrows, I've lost my lashes, my body hair, all of that. So from upper lip down, it's a wonderful disease. From eyebrows up, it can use some work. But yeah, it was very devastating. I never imagined life like this. And it's just the wildest experience to look in the mirror after 30 some years and see a face that I didn't recognize anymore. I felt like I had lost my identity just strand by strand. So it was almost traumatizing in a sense of just like losing that. Yeah. So it was.
Did you go through all those different, did you go through all those phases of like like where some days you're okay and some days you're just wrecked by it? And so like, when did you
Yes.
start to feel like, when did you start to feel like you were accepting of it and like wrapped your head around it and then said, okay, now this is where I'm at and this is what I'm going to do going forward? How long did that take you?
It took me a few years. I was in a bad place for a while when it first happened. And then I had started therapy, which I 10 out of 10 recommend for anyone struggling with hair loss. It's a great way to deal with it. And then I actually had just a medical experience where I had a pulmonary embolism and basically could have died from it. So I just had this aha moment of, okay, like I've been just so down in the dumps and I've really been letting this ruin me. And I'm about to turn 35 and I almost didn't get to turn 35. So what am I going to do now? I'm going to start living my best life. And I just started making this conscious decision of every day, I'm just going to go out there, have fun, and just make peace with this and live as happy of a life as I can. And so that's what I've been working on ever since.
Absolutely. I think I just want to say, I think probably for anyone who goes through anything like this, it's that realization that you are more than just your hair or more than just your body or more, there's more to you. And I think that's where the breaking point is, right? That's where you can move on. And that's where you can say, okay, this is it. And I'm ready. And it takes a lot of courage. And I love that you share your story with everybody on your Instagram, on your TikTok. I mean, it's so encouraging for people to see that. And so thank you for sharing your story with us. Thank you for just being so open about it. And like, you know, you're sitting there today and you didn't feel like you needed to wear hair or anything. You've embraced your look, you've embraced you, and you know, wow, that's an inspiration for everybody.
Yeah.
Thank
You have
you.
very nice shaped head.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
would
do.
think
You
so.
look absolutely beautiful as you are, you know, but I think this is why it's so fabulous to have you on the show, because there's going to be other people going through this. I absolutely love the way you embraced it, and the story's inspirational, and that's why I was so happy. I followed you for a long time on social media. I saw this fabulous phase, and I saw you changing up the looks and really using the hair more like an accessory, like your hair, changing it up, you know, and I think it really inspires people. So, so great that you're on.
Thank you. I love
Yeah.
being here. I mean, this is so much fun. And I just think it's so important for people dealing with hair loss to know, like, you can deal with it any way you want. You can wear wigs, you can go bald, you can wear a different wig every day. Just have fun with it, enjoy it. Whatever makes you happy is always the right thing to do.
Totally.
Yes, absolutely. And that is, I think, you know, like that's how Kyle and I approach it, is like when we look at hair and we look about styles we're going to create and what we need to like fill in our collection, we think about how are girls wearing their hair now? What do they want to look like? You know, if they could have the hair that they wanted, what would they want it to look like? And so all of that kind of gets imparted into what we do. And I think that's what the fun for us is, to see it live and to see it on people and to see them wearing it. And it's like, that's the thrill. It's like, wow, look at that, you know? And we're constantly striving to make the products better. We're constantly looking at new ways to do things. And also we're just keeping fresh and looking at trends and all of that. And so we can make, you know, everyone who's dealing with hair loss feel their absolute best. That's the goal. So
Love that.
So, all right, you guys, we have some wigs to show, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Okay, so I'm going to, let's start out with the first one. The first one we're going to be talking about today is current events, which is our giveaway. Let me just take a little sip, get a little dry, you know, a little dry. All right, guys, current events.
Hey, it's coming.
This is her. And we have a photo of current events too, which we will be pulling up. I'm gonna bring in my girl. You all know my girl. She's with me all the time. She's with me all the time. So she's waiting for hair too. She's like, you know, she wants to get styling. So here we are. So current events, I will talk to you guys a little bit about the style and the inspiration for this style. You can see in the photograph, it is a very sleek contemporary bob. There is no wave or any kind of bend to this. The idea of this is to have that perfect, straight, flat iron look lob. And that is what we set out to create here. And I believe we achieved it. So I am actually showing my current events in color RL 1622SS, which is our shaded iced sweet cream. And shaded iced sweet cream is one of the new colors that we're launching only for this style right now with the root, because we wanted to make sure that those girls who wanted a little edgier look, wanted to have a little bit of a rooted look, could get that out of this wig, because we felt this was contemporary enough to warrant this kind of special color limited edition. So Kyle, what are you showing her in today?
I have got mine in the SS Biscuit, which is, as you know, one of our best-selling blondes. It's one of the best-selling blondes right across the board. You know this, girls, you know. Everybody must love it in the salon as well. I love it. It's my dream color. So I've got the SS Biscuit. And for anybody new watching, SS means just shadow. It's slightly got a smudge.
Yes.
And it's very beautiful white, almost white, sort of got lots of tones through it, blonde. I love it.
Yeah, yeah. And I can see now, Supriya, you have put that on in seconds flat. Missy got you in that. That looks absolutely styling and gorgeous on you.
I love her.
I mean, I love the swing in that. Yeah. And I love, you see like the edginess to it. It's just a straight blunt cut. And we didn't have anything like this in the collection. And so that's why we thought this has got like a really cool kind of mod look to it. So Supriya, can you come in a little closer so we can kind of see that hairline? Because that is one of the things about this. I'm gonna show you guys the construction. Yeah, look at that.
Wow.
We have it in the 1012, the Sunlit Chestnut.
Oh, that's a great color on you. That is a great color on you. So you guys, Missy Williams asks if this is a true to life fiber. It is. This is heat stylable. So if you want to make it a little straighter, you can. If you want to put a little bend in it, you can too. I'm going to show you guys the construction so you know how Current Events is constructed. And so what we have here is we have a ear-to-ear lace front, and then we have a mono part that goes to the back, and it's a side part, okay? So it's not a center part, it's a side part mono. And then you have the stretch lace cap material. And we didn't do an extended nape on this because we just kept the hair really short to create that like beveled edge. So that's how she is constructed. I call her she. She could be a he
I call
too.
them all she. They're all unless it's one of my
Me
men's
too.
pieces.
Yeah.
The cap is very comfortable also. Then that's very important for me.
Yes. And you know what? That's a good question, because I wanted to ask you, like, you know, Supriya, because you don't have hair or your hair's cut really, really short, do you find that you like to wear a wig cap, or are you not a wig cap person?
I don't wear wig caps. Sometimes I'll do wig grips, like those velvety bands.
Yeah.
But even nowadays, I don't do anything. I just put them on and go.
Right, right.
There's usually the perfect link to like grab it.
Yes.
So you don't really have issues then with irritation or anything, because like you said, the cap is very important, and the type of materials you use, because they can be lace, as you know, Missy will tell you, because she's probably tried on a million wigs on people. They can be like lace, but they can also be sometimes a scratchy lace too.
Yes.
And there's, you know, we try to keep that as soft and pliable as possible. And even with the regular, you know, the stretch lace that forms the cap, we try to keep that very softest too, because that does make a big difference, you know?
I will tell you that this lace is very comfortable. I honestly didn't even realize there was lace there. That's how comfortable it is. And I have very sensitive skin. So if that lace is even the tiniest bit pokey, I start to lose my mind. So I don't even feel it.
No, and it makes sense, right? It makes sense. And you guys who are watching today, this wig, Current Events, is what our giveaway is. So you can be entered to win this. Ask us some questions, and then at the very end, we're going to have our lovely account rep, Jody Ribetto, reveal the winner. So, ta-da, ta-da.
Well, this one also, I just felt, I was feeling her back of her head. This one also has the silicone little bit on the elastic too, right?
Yes, yes. You'll have a little bit of that, just a little
that
extra
helps
grip.
stay on so well.
Oh, yes.
You know, it's funny, we introduced that, and I don't know, like Kyle, you and I really haven't gotten a ton of feedback on that. Like we keep saying, are people liking this or are they not liking this? And
All of my ladies so far, everyone that we have with the same caps as this, everyone loves it because it just gives them, you know, whether they have hair or they don't, it just gives them like that little extra little bit of security.
right.
Even if they sweat, and summertime is when I got a lot of really good feedback from it last year too, is just that it keeps them a little cooler because the sweat can't absorb into the cap on the elastic there then.
Right. That's a good point. Very good point. You know, as that's Alaram asks, is this wig petite friendly? And I'm going to say you do have the adjusters in the nape, but to your point, Missy, right? We do have a little bit of that silicone grip in there. So it does, if you are a smaller head size, it does grip a little bit more. So you will get a little more traction with that, which is a good thing too.
Yeah, I think it's amazing. Especially because we've got you there with no hair, so it's wonderful to hear your feedback. I love. I'm a big fan of the silicone. I think it's amazing. And like you say, if you have hair or not, I think it just gives a little extra confidence. I'm just loving this bob. I think it's got to be so on trend at the moment. You know, this sort of very 90s looking bob. Especially if you can style it center parting like this. I've hooked it behind the ear. It is so on trend at the moment. I think this is going to be fantastic.
Yeah,
Yes.
and Jen says she personally loves the silicone too because she just feels it gives her a little extra assurance, and that's what it's designed for. FYI, guys, one of the things I talk about when I'm going on and showing people wigs at shows and trade shows and things like that is that you're not going to find all the Raquel Welch styles made with the silicone grip. And the reason why is depending on the style we're trying to create, the wefts have to be sewn in a certain direction that does not allow for those bands to be there. So whenever possible, we will add that as part of our memory cap 3. Otherwise, we will divert to our memory cap 2, which is still very comfortable and easy to wear. So yeah, guys, I love this. I mean, look at this geometric cut. You know, to go to a salon and get that cut, you have to have someone who knows what they're doing. And that is not an easy look to achieve. And sometimes even people don't, in the sides, you know, even with your own bio hair, sometimes you don't even have the density to get that, you know, that kind of angle in there.
Mine is more.
Yours won't do it, Missy?
Mine, you know, I tried to get this exact haircut a couple years ago, and I have a very good hairdresser, but if I don't have extensions in, it was just so sad in the front that I was like, oh, no, that's not it.
I know, and that's what we do, our bonded extensions too, for sometimes for clients who need a little extra hair there too, you know, just to fill it in. It's all about, you know, trying to create whatever look you're trying to go for. So, I mean, that's part of the thing. So if you can't get it with your own bio hair, you got this lovely style to do it. Kyle's whooping it up. Look at him. He's like, he starts feathering and what are you doing over there, Kyle?
I think it's really sort of designed, isn't it, to
I think this one
to give that sort of 90s look. But I love Supriya. I like it with a bit of volume too, because all I've done is give this a shake, run my brush back through the hair, and then you can get that really gorgeous sort of full, beautiful, full bob effect. I love it.
Yeah. Hey, Rhonda says she likes the geometrical cut. Thank you, Rhonda. I do too. I think it's kind of sharp and kind of happening. It was kind of inspired, if I may say, by Khloe Kardashian's bob. You know, when she had that lob kind of thing. That was the inspiration. And so, Missy, what are you doing?
We love
with
Khloe
Supriya
over here.
Hello, money.
I know you do. I know you do. Who doesn't?
Yeah.
So, are you braiding that right now, Missy?
Yeah, well, I didn't want to dive in there too deep. I was waiting to see what you guys were going to do, but this is what I've been wanting to do all day to this one.
Right, absolutely.
Like a cute little peekaboo braid.
You guys keep writing in because, you know, by writing in your questions, you're entered to win automatically for this week. And you can get this in any color you want. It doesn't have to be, you know, the ice sweet cream that I'm showing it in. You can get it in any color, maybe your favorite color. So fun.
I feel ready.
You are festival ready. You are.
I feel like we need a butterfly.
Yes.
It's 90.
I know. And one of the things I really like about this, once more before we move on to the next one, is I think what really sets this apart from a lot of other styles is the low density. We really have kept the density low so that you get a very natural feel to it. It moves very naturally, and you don't feel like you just have this mound of hair. Some people like the fullness. Some people want something a little, you know, less dense, and this is perfect. This can be super flat on the head. Unless
nice
Kyle's
thing-
wearing it and then his hair pushes it up.
Yeah. Yeah, I love, listen, once again, fabulous for one of your younger clients, you know, it's like, I think this is an ageless bob, you know, you could be 18, you could be 80, depending on the color, it's going to look amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love it. Do you know what I love? I love this club cut too. Look at that cut. It's so beautiful. I think it's fantastic.
I'm going to show you
Ooh,
guys the
Supriya,
braid.
yeah, come closer. Come closer. Look at that.
Look at
Am I being
that.
awkward?
No, it's good.
Good job, Missy. 2 seconds flat. You got a braid in there.
Yes. And since
That
it's
looks lovely.
synthetic, it won't frizz in the humidity. It'll just hold, which is
Yeah, exactly.
clutch for summertime.
Yes.
Exactly. And you know what? As you all know, like sometimes with the heat resistant fiber, you have to go back in and you have to, like, you know, smooth it out a little bit because this is so straight. It's so easy to do too. So,
Yes.
All right, guys, should we move on to the next one?
Yes.
Okay. I don't want to get rid of this one because everyone's mannequins, and Supriya, you look so beautiful in it. I hate to get rid of it, but we do have other ones and we have other beautiful ones too. Our next one, gals, you are going to love this one. This one is called Well Played. And boy, she is a stunner. And I'm going to tell you a little bit of the reason behind Well Played. Well Played is, you know, we've been coming out with so many styles that are so like straight, or so curly, I should say. And we kind of gave up on the straight for a while because, you know, the wave and the texture, all that was trending for such a long time that we decided to create this Well Played. Now on our lovely model you see there, we amped up the volume a little bit, we kind of glammed it up a little bit, but I wanted to show you, and that's what I think is so great about this Facebook Lives, is you're gonna see the wig exactly as I have it coming out of the box, and you're gonna see this different texture. It's much straighter. That's how it was designed to be. And it was designed to have a lot of texture and like flicky bits and ends in it. Now this is a true to life fiber, but I want you to see this. You see how that like choppy texture, that was done on purpose. We wanted to give it a little bit of a rocker look. So if you like want to look kind of like flat ironed and like you had your hair like textured with like a notching blade, that was the whole idea behind that. And this also has a very low density, you can see. So I am showing Well Played in RL 1723SS, and this is from our new cool tone collection. This is called Iced Latte Macchiato. Kyle, what do you have there?
I have the same. So we're giving the sort of twin vibes at the moment. So I've got it. And I have to, this to me, when I saw this wig, this is like my dream hair. Well, my hair is really curly, girls. You know, you've seen it. So this is what I go, my hairdresser does this for me once a week. It is the perfect flat ironed cut hair. I'm in love with it.
Yeah, yeah. And you know what, you guys, Kathleen asks, does this wig have permatease? Kathleen, no, it does not. It is designed to be totally low density, totally sleek and chic. I mean, you can see it on Supriya, gorgeous. It even looks
I
a little
love the
longer on you
color.
than, which one are you wearing, Supriya? Which color do you have?
We have the 410 SS, the Ice Java, also from the new Cooler Tones, which is my
yeah.
favorite brown.
Missy, I mean, I don't think people have discovered this brown yet. The Ice Java is that wonderful, like, don't you think, like that espresso coffee mix with a little highlight, but like no red in it, you know, or at least minimal.
So rich, but it's not brassy. And I really like this style because it kind of reminds me if like Scene Stealer and Showstopper had a baby.
Yes, yes. They had a rockin' child. That's
Yes,
what
they
that
did, and she's beautiful.
It is.
I thought that exactly, Missy. That's exactly what I was thinking. But you know what? I just want to show that because it looks very razor cut and flat, but you can jack her up. You can give her some.
Oh, yeah.
Could change.
Yes,
she's easy
It's
to
beautiful.
Yep.
Absolutely. Supriya, can we see like the size and back a little bit? Because I really
Yes.
it looks like it's laying beautifully on
Yes. Here, I'll try not to be awkward.
No, you're
you. Yeah.
you're good.
That girl's ready. She is ready for the club, that girl.
Yes. I like when I had hair, I was so team flat iron. I like, this is my look. This is,
Oh, great.
Yes.
And look how much time you're saving now, Supriya.
I know. Just grab and go.
It is, totally. Let me show you guys the construction really quick so you can understand a little bit what's going on with Well Played. So, Well Played has the ear-to-ear extended lace. So you can pull her back if you want to like, you know, put it half up, half down, you can do that. It also has a side mono part, but what we did with this is we extended it all the way to the back. And what that side mono part extended all the way back to the crown does is it gives you a really nice flat area all the way back. So you're not going to get that bump or that volume. So if you like that sleek look, that's why it's designed that way. And then of course we have our memory cap too, which stretches to accommodate the adjusters in the back, and then an extended nape. Kyle, you've already got it on. I knew he could not go more than 5 minutes without putting it on. I knew it.
I know, because this is
I love it.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
that's good.
Yes.
this is exactly the color that I want for my hairdresser, and it's exactly how I want my hair. If my hair could be my dream hair, this is how it would be. I love it.
That would be it. Well, you don't have to do it anymore. And thank God when you come to the States, I don't have to blow it out anymore. I'm just gonna put you in that wig.
I know. But look at it. Look how natural that
Yes.
part.
Yeah.
So beautiful. I say the color is amazing. And what I
Yeah.
love about it is if a guy wanted to wear this wig, it also can sit very flat, you know?
Right.
If you're not
And I mean, like,
having a lot of hair.
yeah. I mean, Supriya, can you come a little closer and show us, even with the dark, the hairline, I think, as far as I'm concerned, is knotted very finely, that it does give a very natural appearance. You don't have to
Yes.
feel like you have to wear a fringe or on that.
Right. I love it.
Well, and I
Yeah.
love this color too, that it's got that great, really subtle money piece in there, because it does make that hairline just so seamless on everybody.
Yes. Well, that was one of our ideas, and we came out with it a couple years ago, and I'm thinking people are going to start copying us soon. so we'll see. But we'll have to finesse it a little bit, you know. Hey, Kyle, I have to tell you something. So Linda Coolidge says Kyle needs a guitar.
It is, it's great. Yeah, do you know what? This little bit of highlight in the front makes all the difference, guys, doesn't it? Because
Yeah, and you know,
it still looks like you've gone and had your hair, you've had it done
Right.
professional. It doesn't just look like your roots are growing out, you know?
right. And you know, the thing about it is too, right? If you don't like that, it's there. But if you don't like it, it's much easier to try to put a little, like, you know, darker powder, like eyebrow powder or a little mascara or something to add a root than it is to try to lighten the front once it's already dark. So we figured better go that route than to go the opposite route. So, but yeah, that is her. That is well played. She is going to be available in June. All of these are going to be available in June. And by the way, you guys might have heard about a little pandemic that was going on. So as a result of that, some of our products are trickling in because it's, you know, transportation and clearing customs and a lot of things like that has been a little challenging. But call your account rep; they'll let you know when they're in, or place your order, and then when it comes in, you'll get it. So I just want to let you know. I mean, we all know what's going on. It ain't so easy these days, you know. So yeah, that's well played, guys. Kyle, you're rocking it out. I know he doesn't want to take it off. He does not want to take it off.
This is my hair. It's unbelievable. I love it.
Well, all right,
Fantastic. Yeah,
you can wear it.
It's great because we do have a lot of curly wigs. We have a lot of wigs, beach waves, wigs with a lot of texture. This is great for somebody, especially if they've lost their hair, who's used to having razor cut, sort of flat ironed hair. I think it'd be lovely for a younger girl too. What do you think, girls? You know,
Yes,
girl,
1000%.
a girl in her 20s, it'd be great.
Yeah.
Or a guy. Yeah.
Kyle, you got another comment from Susan. She says you look like Bret Michaels with that. You kind of do,
Yes.
actually.
You need a bandana, and then you're there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if my wig career fails, I can always become a rock star.
Be an impersonator. Be an impersonator for Bret Michaels.
Yeah, the
in
oldest
his younger
rock star
days.
in town. Yeah.
In his younger days, of course.
Yes.
All right, guys. Let me just say hi to Norma Dolan.
Norma.
Norma asks what would I look like in it. Oh, Norma, I don't know, girl. I don't know. Ellen Williams is joining us today. Hi, Ellen Williams. Love
Hi,
you.
Ellen.
Heather Hartman, hello. Okay, lots of friends. Thank you all for watching. We really appreciate it, and we hope you're really getting a lot out of this. So, okay. So, should we move on to our next? I think he went. He thinks he's going to do a concert now. Look at him. He just gets up and goes.
He's gone.
Kyle, are you taking a potty break? Well, let him go. All right. So, our next look that we're gonna look at is called Go All Out. And Go All Out, ladies and gentlemen, is a top of head piece. So let me show you Go All Out. And then, that's probably where Kyle, he probably went to go get his Go All Out. So Go All Out comes in two lengths. It comes in a 10-inch length and it comes in a 16-inch length, okay? So depending on the length of your hair, we have two options for you. They are constructed exactly the same. So you have some versatility with this, and that's what I'm going to show you. The versatility is actually quite fun and really why we did this piece the way we did it. So it is a fully hand-tied piece, and let me show you the construction. You can see our models. One has shorter hair, one has longer hair, and you can see how the 10-inch and the 16-inch blend into that. And that is because of the construction and because of the monofilament areas. So let me show you guys this really cool. Oh, Kyle, you took it off. Oh, geez. Okay. So let me show you. This Go All Out hairpiece, this top of head is made with an egg shape. Everyone calls it something different, okay? A kidney shape, I don't know. But the reason why is because it was designed to be versatile in the sense that depending on your level of hair loss or your areas of hair loss, you can adjust it to accommodate those various areas. So you can wear it where it's, if you have a little hair loss in the front, narrow, getting wider into the crown towards the back, or you can flip it because it is 100% mono. You could wear the larger area toward the front and the smaller area towards the back. So what you have are these pressure sensitive clips to affix it to your existing hair. And then we have a lace, like I see more like a mono border, and that is so that it lays flat against your head and so that it blends a little bit better with your existing hair. So as I said, you know, it can go on this way with the narrow part towards the front, or you can switch it around for you ladies who might have a little more hair loss, or you just want more density in the front and you can wear it going that way. So a very versatile piece available in two lengths. And I believe that Miss Missy has a little contribution when it comes to our Go All Out hairpiece. What do you got there, Missy?
So I have it on my head, actually. I have it in the pale golden wheat. But I really need to go get my hair done right now. You can see it's very flat without it. So I put it with the top of, I call it a pear, the top of the pear closest, because I wanted, you know, kind of, I'm with Supriya, like I like the volume. So I wanted more that kind of 2010s bump it look. But I needed to blend it a little bit. So I took a little bit of like a root cover up spray in light brown and I just shaded it in a little bit so that my non-rooted color would blend with my currently very rooted hair color.
Yes, yes. It's a great idea and it's a great tip. And the nice thing about that is it just washes out if you want to shampoo it out, if you want to look, you have a completely touched up look. I mean, this one, I'm trying to think, which one am I showing this one in? I'm showing the Go All Out in the RL 1222 SS. This is the Shaded Cappuccino. Okay, and this is one of our cool tone colors as well. So you can see that. This one comes rooted in the SS, and then you have the highlighted, low lighted look. Kyle, what do you got?
That is so beautiful. I gotta say, Missy, you have styled that. It looks absolutely amazing on you.
Oh, thank you. Oh, and I did curl it a little bit because I felt like being a little fancy today.
Yeah, because it is the true to life fiber. So
yeah, you've really worked that amazingly. It looks stunning on you. I love that. Just a little bit of smudge rooting on it makes a difference. But like I say, this is a fabulous piece again. I love the construction. But like, this is why I love having different type of wig wearers and different girls here because, you know, Missy, you've got lovely hair, but this has just give you a really lovely little bit of moment in the back, you know? You've got a lovely lift at the back. It's fantastic. So it's not just for people who have lost hair or want to cover up hair. It's a great little hair piece too, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think because of the full complete mono construction, you can part this anywhere you want. You know, you can part it on the side, you can part it in the middle. So there's lots of options with it. And again, it's large enough that it covers an ample area. So I think that's always good. Kyle, I meant to ask you, what color do you have there?
Like I have the Iced Granita, which is our amazing new cool tone gray. But it's so funny, isn't it? Missy, you will know this, you know, with all our grays, really for a woman of a certain age. But now, like the younger kids really want this color hair. So this is flying out right across the board.
Yes,
Yeah,
well,
absolutely.
I love that color. I think, and I love, because I don't know if it does it on the topper, but I know on all the wigs it goes darker in the back, which I love.
It does.
Yes.
It slightly goes to a granite towards the end. Yeah, but this, I've got this color in Scene Stealer, and I love it.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a great color. Alicia Giglio wants to know, what lengths does the topper come in? Alicia, as I was saying, we get it in a 10-inch, right? So if you have like shoulder length hair, this works great. Maybe even just the clavicle. And then it comes in 16-inch. So 10 and 16, depending on the length of your hair. And of course, if you have shorter hair, this can be trimmed to cut, or cut and trimmed down, I should say, to fit whatever, whatever length bob you have if you're wearing a bob. And I don't know, I just think the other thing is, if you ladies want a little extra volume in your well-played wig, I mean, just put one of these over it. You get a little extra hair,
Yeah,
That's for the
absolutely. Beautiful. I love the construction. Very lightweight, got a perfect amount of hair in it. As we know, the top of head business, Missy, you'll know this as well, the growth in this market has gone huge. So
It's crazy. I feel like it was like the best kept secret, and now everyone knows about it.
I know.
Absolutely.
Great.
Absolutely. So I just want any new wig businesses out there, these new pieces are wonderful, absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. And because of the true to life fiber, right? You can trim these, you can razor cut them to blend, and you can, as Missy did, you can put a little wave in it too if you want it to blend in, if you have like a little bit of wave in your existing hair. So lots of options, Hey, Missy, Colleen wanted to ask you, could she wear the topper with a wig like you're doing with your hair? And that's what I'm saying. I think you can, right?
I absolutely think you could, because I actually have like a head full of clip-in extensions under here, and even with like all that going on, this was the perfect size to just very much sit lightly on top. And honestly, the clips they're small enough that I don't even really feel them. So I think you could absolutely put it on a wig and not feel like you were running around with two wigs.
Yeah, exactly.
Very lightweight.
Hey, Karen Felder is watching today, and Karen says she loves the Iced Granita. Thank you, Karen. But we have a really good question. Gina Salinas asks, do any of these come with a bang? And Gina, I'm sad to report they don't, but it's not that bad a situation, because as we were saying, this is true to life fiber, it's heat friendly. So what you can do is when you decide which direction you want to wear it in, I would pin this to a block, or you can go to a wig salon like Missy's, because they do a lot of customization. They work with customers, and you can round brush the front and set it so it comes forward because of the monofilament area, and then you can trim in a bang. So you can have it customized. And that is one of the things, I know we always look at like online, people buying online, that's a wonderful thing too, but actually going to a place like, Wigs Today in Denver, you can have professionals that know these pieces well, and they can help you to cut these pieces in, to customize them, and to get a flawless, seamless look. And I think that is what really, really makes a difference when you're talking about taking this seriously. For Teresa Maggiore, Teresa, hi girl. These are where the clips are. She wanted to know. We have one on each end, and then we have two at the larger rounder area. So pretty secure. You got 4 pressure sensitive clips here.
Oh yeah, they're very
you could easily just customize a little bang into this. I think this is wonderful. If you've got, if you've never been used to having a lot of hair, I think these are just fantastic, because it's almost like a little mini wiglet. It's beautiful.
Yeah. I mean,
if you don't want a lot of hair, this is perfect.
Yeah, it is. It's a great alternative. And again, the flexibility is what was the inspiration behind this design. Depending on your level of hair loss, you can wear it narrow in the front or wider in the front, and you got just a lot of options. So we hope this will be a piece that will be able to accommodate a lot of different people and a lot of different needs. And that is our go all out, again, in 10 inches and 16 inches. So are we ready for our next one?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna pull her out, our next one, but first, I'm coming off like a lush here. What am I saying? I don't know.
I do have one quick question about the topper.
Go for it,
Just 'cause
girl.
I feel like I'll get asked this question is it with the kind of lace mono edging? If someone wanted to, do like a bonding type rather than using the clips, can you do that on this?
I don't know how well you'll be able to bond on the mesh, but
Okay.
I bet you could but
On
with
the
bonding
poly.
per se. Yeah, you can put a little bit on the poly and you can probably work that around, or you could even do like a little bit of a double stick tape to reinforce. So I would say you could experiment with it a little bit. It should be fairly successful if you know what you're doing, right?
Okay.
But it wasn't necessarily intended for bonding because we have like
Okay.
other stuff in American
I just
Airlines.
wondered, I get that question a lot with a lot of the toppers. So.
It's a great question. It's an excellent question. So I would say play around with it. And I know what, Missy, let me know.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, my darlings. Okay, our next one is going to be Influence Elite. Okay, so Influence Elite, while we had a bob earlier, we have some bobs today, actually. This is a bobbing Wednesday. Okay, that's what I'm going to say. So Influence Elite is a style that we've had out for quite some time. And we decided to like boost up the construction because it's just one of those timeless classic bobs that really suits a lot of different face shapes. And the thing about it too is this is wonderful. There's not a lot of hair, there's not a lot of length. This is perfect for a petite gal. So if you want a bob, but you want something very sculpted, very tidy and neat and sophisticated, then Influence Elite is a great look for you. This does really well, like I said, on a petite person. It's not a petite cap per se, but because of the density, because of the shape, and because of all the tapered lengths, it really looks very soft and very elegant on a smaller frame. So just wanted to say that. And as I'm saying that, Kyle is just jacking that thing up.
Just the bigger, the better.
Wow.
Yeah, I just love to show, because it is a beautiful classic bob, but she's got a bit of hair in this. You can get this into a really lovely sort of glamorous cut as well. Just all I've used is a little bit of our wet line, the shape spray.
Yes.
I've just misted it with the shape spray, give it a shake, and I've just let it fall naturally, and it's gorgeous. Look at that.
Right. Yeah, you can amp everything up, right? If you just kind of give it put a little like muscle into it. I am showing her, by the way, and we were talking about this before, Missy. I'm showing Influence Elite in the RL410SS, which is the shaded iced Java. And this is what I'm saying. This, you probably can't tell too well. Colors are difficult on our screen because we all have different screens and settings, but this is one of our new cool tone colors. And it even is rooted, even though we have it as a darker color, there is some dimension in there. And so that gives it a very natural, realistic look. And then you have this golden highlighting. So if you have a client who likes to be a brunette, but doesn't like the red, you've had them in the salon all the time, right? Like, oh, it's a little red. And it's like, okay, well, you don't like any warmth. So we'll just put a toner over the whole thing. That's this, okay? That is this. So Kyle, what color are you showing it in?
I've got the iced latte macchiato, which is gorgeous. Look at that. It's a proper ash blonde. It always reminds me of Crystal Carrington's blonde. Do you remember?
Oh yeah, from Dynasty, or as you say Dynasty.
That's right. Yeah, that color is so beautiful. There's no red in it at all. Very Jane Fonda too in her latest show. I love that. Absolutely gorgeous. I think it's a beautiful bob.
Yeah, it's just a classic. It's got just a little bit of that graduated back in there, just enough to give it a nice round profile. Supriya, you look absolutely stunning in that one too.
I love it.
What
I
color
feel
are you?
so sassy.
So we
You are
have
sassy.
the 812 SS, the iced mocha. So just that really nice kind of medium to light, almost kind of sun-kissed brown.
Right. Supriya, can you see, turn around a little bit so we can see the back on you? Yeah, look at that elegant length there. It just comes right to the nape of her neck. It has that beautiful bevel. I mean, it's just a beautiful, like I said, classic bob. And so for, you ladies that were talking about, having fringe, this is one we offer with a little bit of fringe. And I will talk to you a little bit about construction on this too, so you know what you're getting with this. Because as I said, we have had Influence Elite out, but now we've elevated it. So what we've done is we've had a lot of people say, you know what, I don't really like lace. Some people feel like it's a little scratchy, or they just can't get used to it, or they don't want to be bothered with it. So what we did is we put this polyurethane front on this, okay? And then we under knotted the bangs. So it looks like it's coming right out of there. It's also like a deeper flesh tone. So it looks very realistic when it is on the skin and on the forehead. And then we created it with this totally mono area. The whole top area is totally mono. So you have some flexibility, parting, also lower density. And then this wonderful stretch cap. This is hand tied in the whole center area. And then we did some wefting in the back just to give you that stack area. So that's the construction. You have mono, you have the like stretch hand tied area, and then of course the wefts in the back for that density. And then of course you have your adjustable nape and then your velvet ear tabs. But this was the thing that really set this apart, I think, from a lot of other wigs that we offer in our collections, is that, you know, we have that polyurethane front. And yes, Miss Carrie Lynn, who's writing in, she wants to know, can you use tape on the front? On this front, you absolutely can. So
Yeah,
This cap is so comfortable.
I love
yeah,
that.
how do you like that, Supriya?
Very, very comfortable. It feels so soft on my head.
Whoa.
Good. That is part of that, like hand tied. This whole hand tied portion does help a lot on that.
Yep.
You know.
Supriya, you look amazing in that. You look up. You're taking my breath away with everything you're putting on. You look absolutely stunning. You should be a
Well,
wig, in fact.
You
know,
all
I
sent over
know.
the most lovely pieces.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love the lightweight of this. Do you? It's so light. It's so airy. It's so comfortable. I had it on today, of course, and it feels so comfortable.
Yep. I
Yeah.
have a very little head, so this is perfect for me.
yeah. Oh, Lee, thank you for the compliment. She says that cap is the Rolls Royce of caps. So, and you guys, another thing to keep in mind is all of the styles that we're showing you today are all with our heat-friendly, true-to-life fiber. So keep that in mind as you're looking at these. These are not Vibrolite and they are not human hair, because people do tend to ask us that. These are all heat-friendly fiber and the Raquel Welch collection. So there we go. Yeah, I like her. I like her a lot. And again, it's just, you know, we took out some of that major wefting and we gave you more options with the hand tied top, or the mono top, the hand tied back, and then that little bit of polyurethane into the front. So for you ladies, or you guys who have customers that don't want a lace front, this is a nice option.
Yeah, I think this would be a guaranteed seller for any wig business. Anybody's already wearing a wefted bob to move on to this. It's like going on, you know, it's like deluxe. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love the construction. I'm a big fan of that little piece there of the grip. I love that at the front. I love.
And I like that it almost has like a little bit of peeking in the front. You know, it's not a just,
Yes.
you know, it has that little bit of, if someone does have a widow's peak, it's gonna just shape it a little more like theirs would be.
Yeah. And you know, you could even brush these off to the side a little bit too if you want, and open that up. You don't have to wear them like totally straight down. So again, the true to life fiber, you can blow dry it and coerce it to go into a little bit of a direction. Again, I want to tell you guys, if you're using heat tools, not to go over 350 degrees when you're using that, okay? Keep that in mind. And if you're going to do a blow dryer, medium heat. So let's see, Jackie writes us a question, guys. She says, she hears people say that heat-friendly fibers need heat to stay nice. Is that the case? Missy, I'll let you take this and then I'll take it after.
Yeah, of course. So what the first thing I ask people is, what temperature are you generally? Because if you are always cold, you're probably not going to have a whole bunch of issue with body heat. But if you're warmer, especially, or if you're more active, I feel like body heat can it's enough to cause a little bit of friction. But then, you know, a little bit of dampness, a little bit of like a, thermal spray or water, and the flat iron is hot enough to smooth it out. So I always recommend it. And I think it's better to do heat more often than let it build up and then you look crazy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. No, it's true. It's very true. You just got to keep on it, you know, and that's one of the things I think sometimes people feel that, you know, a wig is like indestructible because they think of the old fashioned wigs that were like these real hard caps. And of course they were curled really tight. And so, yeah, really they looked kind of indestructible. But if you want a natural soft look, it does require a little bit of maintenance, but not any more than your own natural hair would be to maintain. So, you know, it's kind of like a trade-off a little bit, you know, but I do think that if you keep up with it on a regular basis, that you're going to be okay. I personally, like, if you're really getting involved into wigs and you're going to be wearing one regularly, I myself say invest in, like, a stand like this and a wig block so that you're able to do it. But a lot of people don't want to take the time and shampooing it and then re-blow drying and all that. So what better way than, if you are a wig salon, to offer those services to your customers so that they can just bring it in, you take care of it, and then I think it's just everyone's happier.
Yes.
Everyone's happier.
Yes.
So
Yeah, totally. I mean, it's like having a beautiful silk shirts dry cleaned or our suits dry cleaned. If somebody can do it for you, then go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, I have two dry cleaners. I have, like, my my average clothes, right, that I wear, like, all the time and they get beat up. Those are the regular dry cleaners. But, like, my, like, really nice stuff goes to the other dry cleaners, So take your wigs and hair pieces to, like, the good place. You know what I'm saying?
Take them to Missy.
Take them to Missy.
Yes.
Everyone's got to have a Missy somewhere where they are, right?
Yes.
Everyone's got to have one. So Annie Taylor says, does this wig have Velcro adjustments? And I am going to say it does. They're right there in the back, Annie. You see those? And they attach right to the extended nape. So you can open those up. And also the elastic is hidden underneath this little bit of fabric. So that also makes a real nice tuck in there. All right, so you guys, we had this little bob, and then of course we had the current events, which was our real straight edgy bob. This is our more petite bob. And then that leads us to our other bob, which we're going to be showing you now. And I got to tell you about the whole inspiration of this one, because this comes from all of you who write in, who tell us what your thoughts are, share your ideas. This was because of your input, and so thank you all very much for that. This next one that we're going to be looking at is called Own the Runway, and Own the Runway is going to be available in June too. So Own the Runway is a bob. It's got a little more bend in through the front. It's got a lot more volume in through the crown, okay? And it also has a nice tapered back. And you can see Madame Raquel wearing this on the left. And it's just got that volumized salon blowout look to it. And that is what kind of delineates this from the other ones. It's got a very sculpted back. It's got a lot of layering, so you can really amp this up. Kyle, I'm gonna let you amp yours up because I know he's just dying to. He's just dying to. So,
mine is gonna look.
This is so cute in the back.
Yeah. So you guys, here's how we came up with Own the Runway, right? And this is why I'm saying it came from a lot of you guys, because prior to the whole pandemic situation, when we were doing trade shows and we were going to a lot of different events, we were featuring a purple wig. It was called Midnight Berry, and it was in our hairdo collection. Yes. Okay. And Midnight Berry had no, it did not have a bang. It had it was just like this. Midnight Berry was like purple streaks. It had a black root, and it was kind of like an edgy kind of like club kid look, right? Everybody was coming up to us and said, why can't you just make a Midnight Berry like that's like for regular gals who could wear that, who like that style and want to do that with like normal colors? So, so we thought about it. We're like, okay, well, what if we took Midnight Berry and what if we like amped it up a little bit? What if we took that hairdo wig and totally like brought it up to Raquel's speed and gave it that whole like, full on glam effect? And so that's how this was born. And you guys just kept asking for it everywhere we went. Everyone's like, how come Midnight Berry doesn't come in a regular wig, regular wig color? So Supriya, I want to see you with that up close. I'm going to show this cap construction first too, but lean on in, girl, so you can see
also,
that.
I should know I own Midnight Berry and I love her.
I love her.
Oh my gosh. So girl, this is basically Midnight Berry, but with all the bells and whistles.
Yes.
Yeah.
Supriya, I think that's when I first saw you on social media, was wearing the Midnight Berry. Yeah.
Oh,
She
really?
is a dream wig. That color is just chef's kiss.
When you're scrolling through, I saw you in this purple hair. It looked gorgeous. I know you love this.
Right. So, I mean, Midnight Berry was originally a fully 100% wefted wig, right? So what we did was we put the ear-to-ear extended lace, so it could be pulled back off the face. And then we did have this wonderful, like completely versatile mono top area So the nice thing about that is you can part it in any direction, whichever you prefer. And then we added the stretch cap material with the memory cap 3, because we were able to do that on this style. And then of course you have the adjustable Velcro bands in the back by the nape, and then the velvet ear tabs. So super comfortable, super light. You get that extra bit of grip, and you get all that wonderful midnight berry hairdo look, but you have it now available in a whole slew of colors with an elevated construction, so that, you know, you fancy ladies can wear midnight berry now. That's how it's going to work.
I love the color on this one.
Yeah, which one do you have, Supriya? Which color are you wearing?
We have the 1222 SS, the Shaded Cappuccino.
Ah, and I have the 1022 SS in the Shaded Iced Cappuccino. So, but look at that stack, you guys. That's like, hello, Vidal Sassoon calling, you know? It's like,
It's really gorgeous. Yeah, I've got the SS wheat, so it's slightly darker.
nice.
Yeah, look at that cut. Absolutely.
Kyle, you wear the SS Suite sometimes just yourself, don't you? You sometimes you switch to that color as well.
Yeah, it's if once all my highlights have grown out, I'm sort of more this color, you know. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's more of a natural blonde, but it's really beautiful. I love just this streak of white just through the front here. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's what's fun about this one too.
Yeah.
Streak
Yes.
of whites with no
That's
breakage,
great.
kids. Oh
This
yeah,
one could be
Missy,
braided too, and it would be
Yeah.
so cute.
it could. Missy, bring Supriya a little closer and show us that
Oh,
hairline,
yeah.
if you don't mind. Yeah, it just blends so beautifully. Yeah, I mean, that's like the mark of a quality wig, and that's something you can wear with confidence. I mean, that's what it's all about. Anytime you're looking at, this whole process, it's about feeling confident in it and just knowing that you can go out and you're not going to be clocked, right? That's the whole thing. No one's going to clock it. So that looks gorgeous, Supriya. I love it. I mean, you
I
look
love
good in
it.
everything.
Yeah, when I had hair, I never dyed it once in my life. So, which is crazy. And then I lost all my hair. So now I just get to try all these fun things that I'd never done before in my lifetime. So,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Fabulous. Hey, I love this flicking out the other way too. You know, that sort of.
Yeah, you like to kind of
Ooh,
whip it up. I
yeah.
think that looks cool, Kyle. I'm glad you're showing that. That's
Yeah,
really
you
good.
know,
I
a
have a
lady
lady.
from Delight. I'm showing my age, but I love that sort of 60s looking hair, and I love because it's cut like this, and because the fiber bends. I think it's stunning.
Yeah. So you guys, Donna Sutherland writes in, hey Donna, thanks for watching. Donna says, is this one similar to On Point? And this is On Point. This is the one that Donna's referring to. Donna, it's a bob, right? But On Point comes much longer onto the collarbone, and it's stacked very high in the back too, but a little flatter. You don't get that round, you don't get all this layering where you can where this PC kind of layering in On Point. And also the construction on Point, which we're showing here on the catalog, it has just got a center mono part. It's not full mono like this. So you have a center part option, which you can switch slightly in 1 degree or the other. So that is the difference between them. Yeah,
And I feel
look at that.
On Point is a little heavier because of the middle part. If you don't have a little broader forehead like Supriya, she would probably get swallowed up in On Point because it'd be pretty heavy, where this just flows really softly around your face.
You're true.
Right.
It's very true, Missy. This is a lot more wispier, a lot more lightweight, not so heavy. Yeah, it's a lot more. Yeah,
It's just fluffy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're both wonderful, and that's what, like we were saying before, is that what we do with the collections, is we go through and we say, all right, is this really different? How is it different? How are we going to make it different? But especially with Own the Runway, which, when we launched it was during all this kind of lockdown and everything, and it really never got its due. We never made it to shows to show it. But the thing that makes Own the Runway so special is it was because people asked for it. And so it was made for all of you out there who wanted it and thought you'd have a great spot, or you had customers who would like it. And so, that is what we try to do. And that's what's so great about these Facebook Lives, is we hear so much from people, not only during the show, but after. And it's so great for Kyle and I to kind of go back and review and say, okay, hey, let's talk about this. And so there really are people behind these wigs, guys. I mean, we really are thinking about where to go next. And so we're always trying to make everybody happy. You know, do we hit it every time? Maybe, maybe not, but we're trying. So that's our goal. And you guys help us. So please keep up with your questions. Please keep sending your letters, all of that stuff. We really do appreciate it. So someone had asked about a customer catalog. You guys can go online. It's www.flipsnack.com/HairUWear.com. And all of our catalogs are on Flipsnack. So check that out as well. So yeah.
Yeah, I think we got a great selection of new bobs. They're all completely different. But like I say, any new salons watching, any new businesses, any new wig wearers, you know, this is a great collection of bobs. I know they're going to do really, really well.
Yeah, yeah. And I love, and listen, for, you know, they have, you know, like I say, the customers, a lot of times, clients, like even for being in the salon, they always wanted that like bump, like they wanted a bump up in the back. You got it with this. You can bump this up pretty high. So,
Yes.
you know, depending where you're going and what you're doing, you got options, kids. You got options. Set it on, you know, we can even set this on a Velcro roller for like 2 days. It's just like gonna expand. So you're in good shape. All right, you guys, listen, I want to bring in one of our lovely, lovely account executives that works over at HairUWear. Her name is Jody Rivetto. And some of you have taken our classes, our HairUWear on the roads. You've seen Jody there. Some of you have talked to Jody personally in this whole thing when you're ordering wigs. And some of you she may be your account exec too. Jody is going to be joining us. And I just want to introduce her because she's going to be introducing the winner today of our current event style. And I'm going to put the current event style back on my mannequin so you guys can see it one more time, because you know we had her up in the front so of the show. So let's bring her back. Actually, Supriya, would you put her on again too? Because it looks so great on you. I would love to see that on you again. Jody, you with us?
I'm with you, Frank. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, darling?
I'm doing great in South Florida. It's pouring rain outside right now.
Oh.
But it's okay.
Oh my gosh.
I have a great job tonight. It's the best job I've ever had.
I know. It's like announcing the lottery winner. I mean, how much better can that get?
Yeah, they're close. So
you guys, yeah, we're ready. I just want to say one more thing though about you, Miss Jody. You guys, if you ever have the pleasure to work with any of our account reps at HairUWear, they're all like Jody. Jody, you are especially one to be reckoned with because you've been in this business a long time. How long have you been working with HairUWear and wigs? And it's been a while, right, girl?
HairUWear, 20 years.
Whoa.
Yeah, see, you guys, that is an experienced person right there. So all of our staff, you know, is always very well versed on the wigs, but it's always nice to have someone with Jody's kind of experience who brings so much to the table. And she is really out there on the forefront. Jody, I know you're always coming to the classes when we're doing the classes, and you are also one of the people that relays a lot of information from what you hear from people back to us in design so that we can make the products that your customers are looking for. So thank you for doing that all the time.
You'll be getting an email from me tomorrow.
I'm sure I will be. All right. Jody, would you please be so kind as to announce who the winner of this current event style is today?
Yes, the lucky winner to win the current events, which is our trendy classic edgy bob, is Jackie Arland.
Jackie! Congratulations,
I
Miss
hope
Jackie.
she's still on listening.
Yes.
I hope so too. Cheers, girl. Congratulations.
Cheers.
Congratulations, Jackie. You're gonna love it.
And I just
Yeah.
want to thank Supriya. You look amazing in everything. And Missy, you just make everybody look seamlessly beautiful in
Thank you.
all
Thank
the
you for
work that
having
you've
us.
done over the years. And I thank you so much for everything that you do and making people like Supriya feel so comfortable and everything. So thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
thank you.
I mean, thank you to everybody out there who's watching today for expanding your mind, spending a little time with us, and for everything that you do to really help people who this is a big deal for them. We're in it every day. And I think a lot of times we forget what this really means to somebody. So thank you all for being out there and doing that. Missy, Wigs Today, Denver. I mean, girl, you have a beautiful place. Thank you so much for the care, the love, the tenderness you bring to everybody that walks in, all of your staff that walks into your place. It means a lot to people. I know you know this, but it's good to hear it because I think sometimes we forget a little bit because we're so busy with the minutia. So thank you very much. Supriya.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mamma mia, beautiful in everything. Supriya, you guys, you can find her on Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok. She's at Baldieboo, BALDIEBOO, and follow her. And she's always showing new styles. She's always like, you know, living her best life. And I think you provide so much encouragement and so much inspiration for so many girls who are faced with something like this. Anyone who's faced like this, men too. That they can still not have their own biological hair, but still feel great and still look good.
Frank,
See that there's
Frank?
another winner.
we have
Yeah,
another
wait.
winner. It's a
Jody,
surprise
what are you
night.
doing? What are you doing?
You know what? After 20 years, I think I can give it away another wig or another.
You're right.
topper.
You're right. You do it, girl. All right. So,
Do
so what
it.
are you giving away now? What are you giving
So
away?
we are giving away the Go All Out, the new topper.
Oh
And our
yeah.
winner for that is, and I hope I say your name properly, is Alicia Giglio.
Oh, Alicia. Yes. Thank you, Alicia.
Yay.
Congratulations.
You're
And
gonna
you know
love
what?
it.
I'll drink to that.
Congratulations.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And everybody
Yes,
else
indeed.
can feel and look beautiful just by going to your local wig boutique like Wigs Today in Denver, Colorado, or wherever they live. And they can order whatever styles they love tonight.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jody. Yes, all this stuff is going to be available in June, guys. So it's coming soon. Just keep your eyes peeled for it. Kyle, thank you so much for joining us from your flat in London today.
You are welcome. Yeah, I just want to say, girls, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. You do an amazing job there. You know I love you. You know I follow you as well on Instagram. Yeah, thank you. And thank you, Frank, for being a fabulous host. It's fabulous to see
My
you.
pleasure.
Because I haven't seen you for ages.
I
And
know.
lots of love to everybody watching. Thanks for watching. I'm
Yeah,
running.
thank you.
I'm going from here straight on to British television.
Oh my God. Are you going to wear the wig?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. I thought you might.
Why not?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's
Why
gonna
not?
he's gonna
So
glue that
don't
sucker
say
down.
Goodbye, because I'm on ITV.
All right, go to television. You got to go now. Love you, Kyle,
Thank you. Take
and
care.
thanks everybody. Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Good night, all.
Love
Bye,
guys.
everyone.
Bye.